Sheriff Hodges.
I just have two updates I'm going to share with you. I'm not asking for anything, I'm just bringing you up to date. The shower refinishing project is complete, with the exception we've had a couple of small areas that is peeled off, and the chief operating officer of that Premier Coatings is back today working on that. We called him last week and he was here today from Iowa and is fixing those.
Right.
With the exception of that, everything else with that project is finished and it looks wonderful compared to where we were at before. The second thing that I just want to make you aware of is we have installed GPS systems in all the deputies' cars. Well, almost all the deputies. Myself, the chief deputy, and the detective don't have them, but the other, and the drug task force, so the other 9 or 10 have those in their cars. There was a startup fee with that. I was able to take, it was about $17,000. 10,000 of that was paid out of commissary. The other was able to come out of our technologies line item, so we didn't have to come and ask for anything else. We had enough budgeted in there to allow for that. There is just a little less than $4,000 a year maintenance upkeep, and that'll be paid out of a commissary also on a yearly basis, so there'll be no other charges. And the biggest thing on that is why we did that was several-fold, really. Officer safety is one of the biggest things. If for some reason a radio system goes down or we can't get in contact with an officer, we can look at the computer screen and we know a few feet of where that officer is at. The other thing that falls into it is officer compliance with rules and regulations and laws of the road, because we do get complaints on that. And thirdly, it helps. We had a situation just last week where officers were responding to a suicide, and it happened that there was 2 houses on this driveway that went well back off of the state road. And I heard one of the dispatchers tell the second officer as he was getting there, he said, "You need to continue on to the second house." So they were able to just literally watch the vehicle drive into the driveway and told him which house to get to. So those are the 2 updates and the 2 projects that I just wanted you to be aware of.
Great. On the GPS system, how is that monitored? Is that monitored through the dispatch or?
Yes. There's a company, Scott's gone, I guess, called DDTI. Not exactly sure what that stands for, but they're out of Ohio, and we've been working with them for well over a year. We tested the product for really close to a year, and then it is all monitored through dispatch. They're able to watch all the cars, and then of course there's a computer program you get online back through the company. I'm able then to bring up all history and see where cars have come and gone. And
does that give you speeds also?
yes, yes. It'd be very helpful.
Sounds great.
All the way around.
We need to let travelers know that. That was one of their big things. Wasn't it on your group or Glenn's group to have that installed? We need to let travelers know that you've installed those.
If that's something I need to do with somebody, she'll
We
take
could
care
do
of it.
that 17th.
Yeah, we'll let them know that that was one of the recommendations, so
Okay, well,
Gatton probably knows about that too, so,
okay.
okay.
How often do you monitor that then? As far as administrative?
As far as administrative, it's kind of on as needed basis. It's not that I'm there trying to find somebody doing something wrong, but if the other side of that coin is if somebody from the public calls in and complains about a speeding car or something that they didn't think was right, then it works in everybody's favor to be able to pinpoint it and go right back to the location and determine the speed or whatever the complaint might be.
Has there been any feedback from the deputies?
Yes.
Positive.
Not necessarily. But it's kind of quieted down now. It's been in operation for just about a month, maybe a little bit less.
We were all less than pleased when they put fail-safe on our ambulances. I mean, it's the same. It's a similar, it does not have the location, but it tracks our speeds and how fast we stop and how hard we turn and stuff like that. And I would say the feedback on that wasn't positive a month into it. It's probably not positive 5 years later, so, you know, I think it's a good deal.
But it's administratively and,
Yeah,
and
it's the right thing to do.
liability-wise, it's pretty much a
It's the right
necessity.
thing to do. But I guess my personal opinion was that the person in charge never did anything with it. So why, my question on that was, why did we spend $5,500 per ambulance and we don't do anything with it? So if you install, now, you automatically got the officer safety thing. That, and to me, that's the most huge thing, okay? But if you don't use it administratively, then why did we spend the money to do it? So that's my advice. So we always, quite frankly, we always laughed at it. Who cared what the report said? Nothing's gonna be done anyway.
Anything else?
Don, are you going to bring up the coroner's, anything about the coroner? And, okay,
Well, but, yeah,
has there been a discussion with you, the sheriff, and Randy about his client?
not involving Randy, no, there's not. Has not involved
Has-
Randy.
Is the sheriff in the loop, what
Yes,
the new coroner wants?
yes.
What's your standing on that, or may we know?
Uh,
Because it says he might go to council, and we have 2 council members here,
Right.
and ask for funding, or when the SUV's gonna be retired.
We can, whatever decision is made, we can work with it. It will work. If you were to balance it out, it's probably gonna lean a little bit more towards, more advantageous for us to keep it. Because we've got ways that we can move it around and move other vehicles around. We're only gonna get 2 new vehicles this year, regardless if we get rid of that one. And if we keep it, we can move that vehicle into another position and move cars around that will work well for us, so.
Okay, I just wanted to, the line of communication had been open, so it's not a surprise to you.
No.
I don't know that we have made a decision.
No,
We did not make a decision.
Yeah,
We made a decision on the office, which I'll report on later.
okay, thank
But
you.
we did not
I
make a
didn't want
decision
to
on
get
the
into
car.
your business, but
Well, I got it on my list here. so.
Okay, thank you.
And yes, the sheriff and I have been in communication.
Okay, thank
One
you.
question I've got on that, with 81,000 miles on the car, would have been one that we would have done anything with for a while, or?
No, probably would've kept it for at least another year, less the mechanics on it. We've had a little bit of mechanical problems with the 2 previous Ford Explorers, but one of those is being phased out, and the other one is driven by the chief deputy, so it gets a little less wear and tear on it out on the highway, so. And I think for the most part, Randy's has been a little bit better mechanically than what the older one is. At least we're hoping.
What's your enrollment at your hotel?
We had 137 listed this morning. Yep,
Any dogs?
not that I know of.
Must be the Humane Society.
I hope so.
Okay, thank you.
I think that is something that we're gonna have to deal with pretty soon here is, because your clients have been going up and up
Yes.
every time we talk about it. I know audit corrections, they're the same thing, that I think they're.
We're within 4 or 5 out there.
Yeah, I think I had about 83 on their count this morning, so.
It's gonna be an issue.
Yes, it will.
Thank you, Sheriff Hodges.